Do you see the sunshine? Da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da.
Hey, Sunshine.
Hey, Sunshine.
It's Akilah.
And Parquita.
And welcome to Hey Sunshine Hey. This is our podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
And we're very excited that we are going to be talking about relationships. We're going to talk about some not so traditional relationships.
Yes.
Between men and women. And then we're going to talk about...
and maybe with men and women and men in social media and men and who knows? Who knows where it might go? We're also going to talk to some of our friends, too, to talk about that female dynamic of relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which is always fun and interesting because everyone thinks that it's always smooth and easy. And then some people feel like, women just can't get along in relationships. So we're going to rebuff some of that.
Right.
But we're going to tell the truth about some of it, too. So make sure you stick around for that.
All right. So first up is Reese, better known as Who You With.
Who you with?
Who You With from Hot 107.9's Midday Personality. We're going to bring him on, and I think he brought somebody with him, his brother Ken.
And the most important thing about Ken is Ken brought that liquor with him. So let's not play no games about why we are here today. We're going to talk about Reese. Reese got some very interesting stories that he wants to talk about, but most importantly, we're going to make it fun.
Right. So, what's happening? What's happening? Reese,
the last
Ken?
time I was in between two beautiful ladies.
When was that?
I hope it wasn't another.
We want to talk about that.
So we just gonna get straight into it. Huh?
So we are talking about relationships.
Right.
Reese, you've had some pretty interesting.
Wait a minute. Before we get into the relationship, we need to get into these bottles.
Right. So
what you bring us?
We just wanted to bring y'all something special. You know what I'm saying, to y'all's podcast.
Okay.
So what you got?
Some pre-mixed spirits.
Let's talk about what's in there, though.
A couple different. What's this right here?
We got some. What we got? We got some Mai Tais from On the Rocks cocktails, premium cocktails. Y'all look premium.
Yes.
Okay, we are premium.
We got margaritas for the
Yes.
senoritas.
Yes. Come with
We
it.
got some more colors in there too.
We do.
I think this is one of your favorites, right? This was the jalapeno pineapple margarita.
Oh, that's what I need.
That was Akilah.
Mine
Right.
is the Cosmopolitan.
The Cosmopolitan.
Yes.
Let's bring us to the Cosmopolitan right here.
All about the
There you go. There
Cosmos.
you go.
Yes.
It matched her blouse too, so we on.
So,
There we go.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
That goes that way.
All right, we got some on there, but I want to get to this conversation.
Okay, I want to get to that.
Well, first of all, can we start sipping
Jalapeno.
on?
Thank you. Y'all be skipping stuff.
I almost want to try something different, but I'm like, I don't know if I need to deviate.
To mess up?
Yeah.
No, try something different.
Try something different. What else?
Which
we
one
got?
is
It's
that?
the old fashioned. This is
Leave that for later.
Kentucky straight
Yeah,
Yeah.
whiskey.
That right there might give.
That's for after the show. That's the after
They
party.
got the pink joint right here.
Oh, you a whiskey
the
person.
aviation.
Okay.
That'll get you high.
Oh, we flying.
Oh, well, there it is then. You ain't say nothing. Then why you ain't say that? That's what I'm
Okay,
talking about.
so I'm going with the jalapeno pineapple margarita.
A little spicy.
Yeah.
And
Spicy.
I'm going with the aviation. Oh, this is made with dry gin. This is vodka, right?
Yeah,
Let's go with the
yeah,
vodka.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
we'll go with the vodka.
Ooh, mine's got a lot
I'm
going on.
scared what might happen. It might sin with a little gin. You
Uh-oh.
ain't ready for
And this is a combination of...
Okay, somebody gonna have to open that for
he
me
got
because
you.
I just broke my wrist, so I'm just trying.
You
to
didn't just
recover.
break your wrist.
Okay, I broke my wrist a year ago. but I
Right.
can walk to the doctor.
Thank you. She refuses to wear the brace.
I
You got
can't
insurance. Just go.
She hard-headed. She
They
hard-headed.
don't make you do some stuff
She
I don't want to
hard-headed,
do.
No,
She
my
hard-headed.
goodness.
Right.
How did you break your wrist?
Slapping somebody. Who
at
you
the
was backhanded?
Essence Well, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta do that pimp slapping. It gotta go from here to here.
All the way.
Man.
And
Okay.
So now that we got
Put
that.
this up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Yay,
Salud.
yay, yay.
Salute.
You're gonna find me a cup sooner or later.
Woo. Yes, this is
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes. This is about to be a good conversation right about
All
now.
right, let's get into it. Now that I got you
Yes.
ready.
All right. So, Reese,
Yo.
we
I want to
spoke.
hear how you gonna do this transition.
Exactly. So, just to give a little backstory on this, we were having a separate conversation.
Yes.
And relationships. And I think it came up because for whatever reason, it seems that Monique and her husband, what's her husband's name? Daddy.
know Sydney.
We didn't know him, Daddy.
Daddy.
Mr. Monique.
Mr. Monique.
yeah.
Sydney. Their podcast and the dynamic of this open relationship.
Right.
So in that conversation, turns out you
I
were
walked
in.
into the tail end of y'all's conversation.
It was so funny because, yes, you're right. You walked into like a firestorm.
Right.
Because we were hot into
In
this
it.
open relationship thing. We're like, of course, Reese is such a good boy.
Right.
He would never do anything like that. Next thing we know, like, Reese, you would never do anything like that. Which he was like, actually.
Right.
Actually,
I have a
Yes.
story of my own.
yes, I wasn't in an open relationship. I was in a closed open relationship.
Okay.
A closed.
You was there.
It was
You
an
remember?
open-ended.
You in there too?
Explain that for
Wait, he wasn't in there too.
Oh.
Let's clear that up because people like to take little headlines and use them.
Right.
Run with it, right?
Yeah, so I don't need the headline to read. Reese's brother was in a relationship.
Right.
Open closed.
I don't need that.
Open closed relationship.
But that
Right.
take the whole daddy thing to a whole nother level, though. You know
It
what I'm saying?
does.
Brother, daddy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and clean that up. Right. First
Okay,
of
tell
all,
us what happened.
So as I was talking about it, I said, well, actually, I have been in an open kind of relationship. I was in a relationship with two women at the same time, but we all knew about each other because we all stayed together for a little bit.
But how did this
does
come to
that
be? Like, how do you go from being in a relationship with one woman to
Right.
being in a relationship with two women and everybody cool?
Well, start with the lies. No,
Right.
I'm joking.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, he's getting to the end.
I
like,
got a lot
we
of questions.
need,
All right,
you got to
so
back it up a bit.
He's made of questions right now.
Yes.
So what happened was, all right. That's how if a nigga lying, they were like, so what happened was,
Right.
happened?
What had happened was.
So I was in a relationship. Well, I was dealing with one young lady who had a roommate. And
okay.
I was just over there one day, and I could kind of like feel the pass. Her roommate kept making passes at me, you know. So I was like, I'm
In front
tripping.
of the girl?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I thought
in
I was
front of
tripping.
her?
Yeah, I thought I was tripping.
Subtle,
Right.
subtle.
Yeah, I thought I was like, you know how you kind of feeling yourself. So you like, she probably on me, but then you like, nah, I'm tripping.
Right.
So one day we all watching a movie, and we was all in the same bed watching a movie. It was innocent. It started innocent. That popped up in the background back there. So we was all in the bed.
I don't want to
chilling.
interrupt, but I have a question.
And I was spooning with the young lady, not
The
we had
girlfriend.
clothes on the girlfriend.
Okay.
Like she was laid up on me. We was watching Baby Boy or something, and then I definitely remember what movie it was. And then the other young lady was like laying next to her, but it was some separation. So if we was the bottles, me and her was like this. She light skinned too, so it worked.
Okay.
And then the other lady was like this.
Okay.
On bed, you know, it's a nice size bed. So,
I'm sorry.
I
In
was-
my head,
Right.
all I'm hearing is Biggie.
Bed.
No, I'm hearing
Bed.
Biggie going, the way you used to rub my back when I hit that.
You used to giggle when you.
Silly.
So yeah, so all right, so
Oh my gosh.
this was a long time ago too, just so you know, protect the innocent.
Yeah, okay.
So I was falling asleep watching a movie, and I was like waking up, kind of, you know how you like in and out of sleep. So like as I'm waking up, every time I wake up, she a little bit closer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah,
So,
like I'm feeling like I'm
it went from this
to this. Every time I wake up, blink, yeah. So the last time I felt something move, like rubbing my back, and I'm like, yo, how would you rubbing my back if your back is on my chest, right?
Okay.
And we like laying like this, right? Like
So it
she
wasn't
turned
hot.
like this, I'm laying like this, but I feel somebody like kind of massaging my back. Yeah, actually we gotta do it. Like so, you me, right? And I'm her, right?
Right, so I'm
So
massaging your back.
no.
Oh no, we spooned
You
it.
me.
Oh,
I'm
you.
her.
Oh, you spooning on.
So how can I reach back and massage your back?
Right.
And I'm half
So
sleep.
all of this is going on in your head right now.
Yeah, I'm half sleep, and I'm
And
like,
the other girl
yo.
is on the other side.
Oh, she right there.
She in the
She
front.
right where you at.
So you
Wait, what?
focus.
I'm confused.
So, right. So no, that's what I'm saying. This
It was
what I'm
somebody
saying.
else?
If you me
Yes.
and I'm the girl,
Right.
Right.
And the friend is
The
in.
friend is
wait.
over that side.
friend
Yes.
is in the front.
I'm half asleep. All
Who
of
is
a sudden,
behind
I
you?
feel like this. Like who is? She's reaching over her to massage my back.
Oh, so from
feel me?
around this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. So then I'm like, nah.
Oh, this is
I'm
about
sleepy.
to go down.
So then, like after a while, I go like this. Y'all do that? I go like this, and they was like kissing.
Oh no! So your girls
Two
awake
girls.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Did
thought
you
they
know
was-
that ahead of time though?
Nah, I kind of got an idea because you know how like women sometimes they do like
Y'all,
gay stuff.
y'all do that gray area.
Yeah, like
I don't want to
yeah.
call it that gray area where
What
it's
you
like
wanna call it?
I'm still straight, but it's like how.
And I'll be like, let's be honest.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
let's be
I
honest.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like girls might pass it like, oh girl, your breasts look good today. Like she'll jiggle her bitties. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh yo, how you just gonna jiggle her bitties like that?
Like y'all could do that and still
But
say
see, you
y'all
can
cause I
still
would-
be straight though.
Yes.
But I would never, like men would never do that.
No,
like I would
you
never
don't,
walk
like,
up in him and be
jiggle
like,
them
yo, the
all.
fellas
No,
hanging low today.
no,
Like yeah, I'm
no.
all the way.
Please don't.
right. That's the
Nah, I
whole
would never
thing.
do
That's
that.
why that makes you gay.
Yeah, like emulating of homosexuality. I have to let me do a disclaimer. I have no problem with nobody.
Right.
What you do on your free time, I don't
Right.
care. But I was
Jiggle
just
a ball or
like,
two whenever you feel like it.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't think too much of it because they
Right.
would say, "Oh, girl, you look cute today. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look at my booty," and shit like slap her booty. I'd be like, "Okay,
Yeah.
that's what girls do." I wouldn't do that to none of my homeboys, but
Right. What that's what girls do.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a
Fast
gray
forward.
area.
There is a
There's
gray
a gray
area.
area.
That
Too
was
gray.
not great. That was black and white
Well,
when we
it's
was in that
that.
Well,
situation.
I just
Definitely.
want to know what size bed was this? Because that
And was this the only
It wasn't
TV?
a
Small
futon.
bed?
That was pretty. It was a nice. It
Like
was
a
like at
queen
least a
size?
queen. It was at least a queen.
So y'all knew when y'all got in the bed
That's what I'm
together.
saying.
Y'all were in
Was that the only
close
TV in the
proximity.
house?
I have been in the bed with several women before, and nothing jumped off like that.
Wait
Like,
a
just
minute.
chilling.
Wait
I have
a
a question.
minute.
Well, why y'all in the bed watching the
How
movie?
do you get there?
That's the
I
only
mean, it wasn't
TV.
no TV in the living
It wasn't
room.
no TV in the living room. Okay.
Nah, it's like
we'll let
bed
it
in my
slide.
room,
It was
bed in the
college
other
students.
You know what I mean? Oh,
You know what I'm
Okay,
talking
I
college.
know
about.
exactly what
Okay.
you're talking
Okay.
about.
Oh, so were you in college at the time?
I was.
Okay.
They was grown women.
Nah.
Nah.
You said no.
It was like
They was dancing. Working already.
Okay.
Dancing.
Well,
oh, well,
now
see, you didn't say that from the jump. That
don't
makes
have
all
nothing
the
to
difference.
that opens up a whole
Yeah.
That don't have
new.
nothing to do with
they
it.
were dancing.
They were.
Well, so what's the legal age to dance?
20. Nah.
Is it 18? I think it's 18, but they was in their 20s though. They was older than me.
Okay.
Yeah. So so as that begins to,
So what happened with that situation? So
they-
did that go all the
they
way to the?
started kissing,
Yes.
and I was just like,
You're awake now.
I'm thinking,
What y'all doing?
Yeah, right.
What y'all doing?
You're awake now.
So in my head, I'm gonna tell you, I swear to God, on everything I love, and I don't love that much. In my head, I was like, "Oh my God, it's going down!"
Of course you were.
This is great. But in my body, I was like, "Yo, just play it cool." bro.
Yeah,
Just
we cool.
cool, just be cool. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. So like, I'm really just in my living my best, try to be cool life. I'm just like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. So then they would just. Stuff just started coming off, and it was crazy. For the most part, I was just watching, but then they let me tag in.
So
Okay.
that was the beginning of
That was the beginning of the situationship. Cause then afterwards, I was just like, "Yo, that was crazy! I couldn't believe it happened." I was like, "It's probably a one-time thing." And then, like, I left. And then the next day, when I came back over there, they was just like, "Yo, what you think about being with both of us?"
Really?
Yeah.
So they
So
basically
basically-
presented
It was
it.
their-
No,
their
no.
idea.
Basically, you got chose, right?
Yes.
You got chose.
Yes.
You were almost kind of pimped in the reverse, right?
Definitely, yeah. And I give women that credit because it's National Women's Day today. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Here.
They did that. 'Cause I don't think as a man, I could have presented that situation and been looked at like I was crazy. But women hold the power in relationships. I know that. So if they wanted that to happen, it was gonna happen.
Was there ever a time in your relationship where it got a little awkward?
Every
with
day
all of
after
you?
that.
Okay. Why?
Every day, because
Jealousy.
jealousy. Neither one of them was ever happy at the same time after the first like 2 days.
So was this okay? So there are relationships where there are multiple women,
Yeah.
and there's one man, and the way that the dynamic works is
According to R. Kelly.
no.
We're
We're not talking about.
Well, he says he has
Not
two
on National
girlfriends.
Women's Day.
No, but follow
He
me.
has two
International
girlfriends.
Follow me though. But what I'm saying, like in the traditional sense of
Yes.
having multiple wives,
Yes.
it is that it's that you're together but you're separate, right?
You gotta treat everybody equal.
Well,
in
no,
that
like if
relationship.
we were two wives
Right.
in a relationship with Reese, then I would have my day
And
with
she
him,
would have her
and you
day.
would have your day with him, however we divide it up.
Right.
But we share the duties of the home, maybe,
Right.
or if I have a baby and you're working, so
Yeah.
it's like a dynamic to it.
Yeah.
But this
It's like
situation,
sister wives.
correct.
Right.
So where it's like,
This
even
was-
though
This was different.
right, because I was gonna say, even though with these situations they still don't seem to work, because based on the people that I know that have been in these type of marriages, generally speaking, the first wife, even though she agrees and knows, she chooses, she's involved, she gets mad some kind of way.
They set me up and they still wasn't happy. That's what happened. Let's just be real here.
So was
That type
it?
of
So was it a
situation-
was it a relationship, or was it
Yeah,
just we getting
relationship.
down?
We
Did
talked
you
about-
live together?
For a quick hot second.
Okay,
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah, because they was like in transition from getting one spot to another spot. So we was like, we gonna try it.
Okay.
It was awful
But so y'all were always together though, so it would be like you and them
for the most part.
For the
But this
most
is where
part.
it would get weird.
Okay.
Like I'll pull up to their spot. And one of them like hit me. I'll be like, yo, I'm on the way. Cool. Hit me when you get here. Hit me when you about to pull into the gate of the apartments, right?
Okay.
I'll call her. She like, I'm about to come outside. She come outside. She want to jump it off in the car, right? So we.
Was she trying to beat the other
Trying
one?
to get it.
Oh,
Yeah, she
Lord.
tried to get in the car.
Wear you out.
And
By
I'm
the
so
time she
dumb
gets
at
you,
the
you're
time,
done.
like so excited about the situation at the
Yeah.
time.
You're
I
like,
go ahead
this
and
is
let her do
great.
it.
Right.
So then when I get to the house, when I get in the house, the other one like, what's up? It's too much work. That's crazy. I burned hella calories. I was like 1.6 body fat at the time.
Oh my God!
And then
Just
keep
Right, give me 30
I
minutes.
need recovery time.
all of
I need
this,
recovery.
I was playing ball in college with all this.
Oh wow!
Like it was way too much work.
That is a
Your
lot.
coaches were mad.
I was gonna
though.
say,
They
you're
had
not
to
supposed to
be
have sex
depleted.
before you play
No, but
basketball.
you had
Did you
to
have
be
them before the
pretty
game?
depleted by
I
the
was
time you
very in
finished.
shape at that time in my life.
So you can
Like,
handle
I
all that.
handle the situation
And
but
play the
it was-
top of your
I
game.
handle my situation.
Okay.
I kept my scholarship. We just gonna put it like that.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Kirkland baby balling on and off the court. You understand me?
Phoebe Kirkland, baby brother.
But nah, but it was.
So it was not a
weird.
problem. It was just
It was weird.
weird. Okay.
Because you got people pulling at you, but we all supposed to be in the situation at the same time. And then one day I just snapped and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, you ain't mad when she happy when she mad. This is crazy. I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, that's
So
too
how
much.
did it end up though? So what happened
we
in the
all
end?
are super cool friends now. Like, I don't remember exactly.
He tried to hook me up with
I
one of them.
Did he
I
really?
swear to God, I did.
Did he really?
Oh, wow,
Like,
you need
yo,
some help.
We ran the play. I was like, yo,
He was like, we need some help.
We're going to go in here, yo, just holler at her, and I'm going to leave out and just shoot your shot at the time.
Was it the girl you were dating before, or the
friend.
second the
The
friend?
friend.
You're trying to
Did
get
you
rid of.
develop relationship feelings for the friend like you did for the girl you were dating
Yeah,
before?
I can't.
Or was it just physical?
It's hard for me to just be physical with somebody and not attach feelings.
Yes.
So, like, I love hard, even though I might head cheat sometimes, but I still love I still love hard. But,
I love
but,
all y'all real hard.
Even though.
But I was like,
Not me. We can,
It is hot.
It is hot.
And the subject
The
is
lights.
hot.
I can set it all on the table and say, look, what we doing?
Yes.
We about to like each other or we not?
Okay.
We not? All right,
It's
cool.
all-
So what
do that.
happened with you and a friend
Like,
though?
I
Like when he
envy him
introduced
for
you
that.
to him?
Nothing. I just...
You lying. You was a fucking liar. We gonna sit
Come
here and
on,
lie for
kid.
Come on, kid.
No.
Come with it.
Come on,
Have
kid.
a little sip. Come with it.
Which one you need?
light skin
What you need?
He was a Jussie Smollett.
You need a hornitos.
Straight Tupac.
Oh my God. It's too hot in here, man.
That's real. With that with that air conditioner out.
You worked this thing.
First of all, I did not know Parquita was Asian until now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
There
Listen.
we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Nah, but it was a situation.
Y'all gonna leave Jess alone, by the way. I
He
just
called
gonna
me.
put that out there.
He called me, was like, I need you. I'm
Run the
like,
play, bro.
what's up? He's like, yo, it's these two girls. He didn't inform me on the whole situation before I got there.
Okay.
You just heard two girls.
I
You
just
like, I'm
heard
there.
Two girls.
He was like, I'm here.
I'm outside.
I'm already
I'm
pulling
outside.
up.
You've been running that play for
we like
years.
nights. Chill, bro.
All the Kool-Aid. All
We
the
was like,
tea.
we was probably like
For years?
19, 20, something like that. So, of course, he called me. Like he said, we young.
Yeah.
Fresh to Atlanta. He's like, yo, I got two females. They cool. They dancers. I'm like, dancers? I know what it is. So I go over there, talk to one girl. Like he said, I get in the house. This might be the second time I came over there.
Yeah.
But either way, came over there. talking, because I did know the girl, so it must have been like the second time or whatever. So I did know them, but I didn't know he was dealing with both of them. I just didn't know why he wasn't trying to hook me up with the friend at first.
He was tired.
This happened so fast.
Right, he had him under the wing, you know. So then finally, when he like, nah, bro, I got you. You know,
I'm telling you,
came over. He literally left, and I, you know, was in the room with the one girl, and you know, we had our conversations and stuff like that.
there we go.
Conversations
That's
like that.
That's what we doing
And
now.
stuff like that.
Like, really?
I just look crazy.
And stuff like
How
that.
much talking was it really?
I mean, it was a lot of talking actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, during.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So,
To the left,
you know,
to the
it was
right.
Right.
It was a good situation for both of us.
Okay.
By the time he came back,
Don't get shy
It
now.
was all good.
by the time he came back, it was all good. He had a reason to blame her. Like, oh my God,
Bro, like,
brother.
we was like, cool. It worked out for me.
Thank you. No, me, I was like,
So like,
that
would you
was
call that like a
like-
switch
What you
hitter?
call it, a switch hitter?
A switch hitter, yeah. Like, hey, I'm tired. Let me.
Calling the left.
Yes.
But I'm saying though, so like that was what you. So you pulled one of the moves, like. What would you call that? Like,
and roll.
yeah. So like you created a situation. So now you can be like, that's why I can't.
switch.
Yes.
The masturbating switch.
Right.
Right.
It gave me a great excuse. Because anybody in their right mind be like, yo, why would you get out of a relationship with two girls that's making money?
It's hot. Let me see that.
And they was like making sure I was straight too. Because they was getting money.
Pull it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I
Maybe you might not have heard.
Were they- are they beyond the pole
All
now?
the way out.
They still on the pole.
They definitely, they doing great in life.
Gotta-
Oh, well, that's
They
good.
doing great in life. Yeah,
All right.
Right. Well, good deal. Well,
Do we want to?
So let me ask you guys a question real
Yeah.
quick before we leave.
Absolutely.
How do you guys feel about the whole
Open relationships?
Open relationship thing?
Well, you know, I have my opinion. I'll let you go first.
I know.
You think we all in open relationships?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I think there's, like I kind of got started with, there are different dynamics to it. So, like, I guess the open relationships that I know are supposed to be, like, for real open relationships. So, but, you know, like, they're either Muslim or Hebrew Israelite or, you know what I'm saying? Correct.
They
And this
gotta
is
be
part of
all
the
the way
culture,
in. Yeah,
right?
That's part of the culture.
But still, I'm telling you, like, we have, because my, full disclosure, my stepdad, used to be the imam for the Atlanta Masjid community.
Okay.
So we'll have these debates because we do family spring break trips every year. So we drive, he drives.
Right.
And so like with my stepsister, because the thing about it is like we don't know any successful relationships that, like I'm saying that because I know people that are 60-something
Like
years
that, you
old,
see?
people that are younger than me, people that are my age, and then so we'll ask him, well, who do you know that's in this multiple wife dynamic? And he might know like one person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then my sister, we like, you know, that don't even count because blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So my thing about it in regard to that, where it's supposed to be legit, is that perhaps it was just based on the time. Like, you know, because there were not enough men. I mean, we kind of find ourselves in
in
similar
that
situations.
time now.
Correct. That's what I was going to say.
No, so I pulled
Correct.
I pulled up research today because I wanted to see like how many. So it's like 61% female, Black Atlanta,
Right.
61% female, and 39% male.
Right.
And
Where's the 2%?
that's it. And then I also pulled up single people, and it's like 60-some% single people in
In
Atlanta.
Atlanta, yes.
So you know, I always wondered about that side chick situation
Right.
because that always like.
Because you gotta look at it like.
But then you gotta count out the-
ladies. What I've
Yeah.
seen. I'm not saying I'm totally right. The females that I've seen that are that like women, right? They still be getting sneak pee. Cause they be popping up pregnant and stuff too.
Popping up pregnant.
Yeah, so like
Sneak
then
D.
the dudes
Sneak
like,
D.
hey, they getting sneak
The
D.
D.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, how
But
you
that
get
don't
pregnant?
count though.
That don't count.
No,
It don't
what I'm
count.
saying,
If
they
you don't
still-
get caught, it don't count.
Oh,
Popping up
wow.
pregnant
You
though.
see?
You nasty.
But then she got
Parquita.
caught. I didn't say me.
Well, you a whole
I'm
different
just
person.
saying.
Okay, so
I don't
I'm
know
just
this
saying.
Parquita.
Face
What's
beat.
done in
Hold
the
on,
dirt?
talk to the
In the
camera real
dark.
quick.
If you didn't see it,
which camera on? This camera on?
camera? I don't know this Parquita.
that's
I
one
just
of
know
those.
little quiet
a
Parquita
tree
to be
fall
over
in
there
the
chilling.
forest and you ain't hear it.
Did it make a sound?
It still
make
made
a
paper
sound.
out of it though.
So
And it made a sound.
So back
Is
to
it
the
sneak deep or not?
It's some
And
D's
then
somewhere.
And it's a lot of
Throw
dudes
some
that
D's
like
on that.
that
Throw
like
some D's
dudes
on it.
There's a lot of men that like men here.
True.
That don't mess
That's
with
the
women.
sneak D that you need to be worried about. That's the sneak D.
I'm saying it's straight the straight up dudes that just don't mess with women at all. So you take it.
Who is that?
Who's
Who's that one
Gary
person?
With the T?
Gary with the
people
T.
like that.
Garrett told y'all he ain't either way.
Yeah.
He just
one
neutral.
way. So what I'm saying
I'm just
is
playing.
That's true.
that cuts the percentages up. So even
So
if
it's less men.
So
21-39,
I went on a date with
It's
a guy,
cool. It is
and he
less
told
men.
me, and the guy was like marginal at best. Okay, let's just be honest about it. You know what I'm
Financially
saying?
or
Everything.
All
Let's just be
of the
honest.
above.
Let's just put it on the table. But he thought he was great, and he told me he was great.
Oh, okay.
Because he said he was an extinct species, an endangered species.
Oh.
As a black man
That's straight.
that was straight,
Okay.
with a job, he had good credit, and he's still like
Yeah.
women. You know what I'm saying? He was still out there, and I'm like, but you still marginal. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not
What
great.
is marginal?
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's so many
you were
levels
not
to this.
marginal. You know what I'm saying?
said you are
Exactly is
marginal.
But I'm just
Because I might be out here
Marginal like
marginal. Oh, sorry.
Didn't even know it.
Sorry, I can't.
I don't think you're great, and you're not great yet, right? And that the way
But
it
don't
works?
proclaim your
Well,
greatness on the first date.
Before,
Well,
yeah.
Let me
Just
decide.
It
because
depends on
you
your
are
compass.
single and straight
Right.
for the most part. That's
Right.
what he felt
He
like.
just used the SAT word. I want to give hand claps for him using
Right.
the SAT word.
I'm like, what
Compass.
makes you great? Like,
Okay,
you know.
yeah.
Marginal. That was also
Marginal.
He's
That was
marginal.
That was excellent right there.
Excellent. You know.
Excellent. He's marginal.
Okay, so one last question for me. So about the multiple women or wives or however you want to say it. Of course, we all are aware of the whole divorce rate one.
Yes.
The cheating rate. Well, not aware of it, but we do know
People cheat.
People cheat. You know what I'm saying? And that has been a increase in that with
Because of
women
social
and men because of the access in social media.
Right.
Yes.
So now let me ask you guys, what if the man came directly up to you and said, let's say you've been dating for a year and you didn't expect anything, him dealing with any type of other woman, and then that year mark, and he said, okay, let me sit you down. How do you feel? You're like, oh, great, everything. You're on cloud 9.
Yeah.
And he says, well, I just want to let you know I've been dealing with 2 other
that's
women,
whack.
have family. No, I know.
Oh, sorry.
But what I'm asking is,
After the fact.
yeah, after
A year
fact.
later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you didn't know before until you knew,
Correct.
Yeah.
right?
You didn't feel the difference.
You didn't feel the difference.
That's what he said.
So would it be okay if that same man at the very beginning tell you, hey, I'm dealing with other people, but you won't feel a void or absence or anything like that? Would that be okay, or
It's better.
How
That's
would
better.
you?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
you're
That's
giving
more
me
because
the
it's
choice
dishonest.
to be in it
Yeah.
Okay.
or not to be
Correct.
in it. And I know how to proceed with you
Right.
based upon that.
Right.
But so now,
Now that doesn't mean we're going to stop dating.
yeah,
Right.
But the way I deal with you,
Right,
the way
may
I'm going to
change.
protect myself in dealing with you is going to be different. I'm going to protect my body.
So do you
and
think
I'm going
that
to protect
same
my heart.
outcome of the year would be the same? Of you feeling all when you didn't know, do you think that outcome would be the same?
I think
when you
it still
didn't
happens.
know,
I think-
or do you think you will be operating differently?
Yeah, because if
Because
you
you
waited until a year to tell me, then it's going to be more about you were dishonest with me.
That is exactly what it is.
Okay.
I want to throw a curveball at that question. I like that question, brother. Okay. So
try.
did y'all have the conversation about being monogamous at the beginning?
No, it's not. It was never like I said. She had no.
Oh, this is a
reason-
situation. It's a
No,
sheep.
no. It's not a. I'm just saying. He asked.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Did y'all have
Oh.
a monogamous
And
conversation?
I'm just speaking from the man's point. Just saying, she never even had to question anything from. You know, because a lot of
Right,
times you
based on the
just
move.
fall into situations.
Yeah.
Right,
Like,
okay.
Everybody's not
I can see
mature
that.
enough to
Yeah,
say.
that's true.
Yeah, and everybody's not mature enough to sit down and say, okay,
This is what we
what's-
doing.
Yeah, and if you allow a man to lead the situation,
For the most part,
we going to
yeah.
string you along until you make us give you that title. At least,
True.
at least I do. Yeah, at least I do. I don't. I'm like, yo, is everything good? What we need a title for?
it's
You
going
good,
great.
right? Like,
This is
good. I'm good.
But see,
no,
what
but that
guys
is
don't
good to know. I
realize, though,
definitely wanted to.
if
know.
guys were honest with women from the jump and said, hey, this is what it is. I'm dealing with these other women. I like you. I want to get to know you. I'm not sure where I am from a commitment standpoint. What they don't realize, if the girl likes you enough, she's going to work harder. She's going to not only stay around, she knows she has competition. She's going to work harder to get you. And that's the way guys should proceed.
I'm glad you said that. A lot of men need to hear that. But you know why they won't do that?
Why?
Because a lot of us have the toy complex. So like if you 5 years old and you got a toy and I'm playing when I put it down, I ain't thinking about it. If he take it, I'm like, yo, you bugging. I want that toy. I want that toy. So what happens with men is we feel like I can't speak for all of them, but I can tell you,
we never speak for all.
Right.
We never speak for all.
For a while, I felt like this in the back of my subconscious. I would think that if I tell you I'm dealing with another female, you're gonna be dealing with another dude.
But you don't want her to deal with another dude.
You might have the option, more option open to deal with another dude. And I don't want that to happen.
Why?
Because I want to control.
But why?
That's what I was saying.
That's what I want to know.
It's human nature.
Because guys think they should be able to.
But it's not fair.
No. I didn't say it was fair.
No,
it's not fair.
Wait, go ahead.
That's why we get the sneak D. Because if guys, I'm telling you, that's why it happens.
Let me tell you why that's not fair.
I'm not saying that I'm down for the sneak D.
We already figured out you are.
My IG handle is. No, just kidding. But I mean, honestly, that's why it happens. Seriously. So yeah.
So now now you're taking it to a whole different realm. Because
can we make some noise on him saying round?
Round. One time for the round.
Because now you're being wrong, which you're not supposed to be.
True.
You should allow
female?
Yes.
Yeah. So we should allow the guy to be wrong.
Like, okay, think about it. If you're doing something because I did something,
I mean, you're right. It is wrong.
That's wrong.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Two wrongs don't make it right, like your mama said.
Don't agree with that.
That's the whole.
This is true.
That's the whole thing.
Wrong is wrong.
Do you not have a get out of jail free pass if somebody wrongs you?
Do I have a? If we
you
were
don't get a hall pass?
If we were together and I cheated on you, do I get a hall pass?
Oh, you getting cheated on so quick. You don't even know.
She's so light
You're not even gonna know how.
She light skinned with the eyes.
You're not even gonna know what's happening.
She's been breaking niggas' hearts for years.
I'm just saying, I am a playground legend. Let that be
said. So teeth still pearly.
No, just kidding. I have never cheated on anyone I've ever been with.
God.
As long as you know that we are actually still together.
I'm gonna blow everybody away from the table.
Now we got to go into what.
But here's how women cheat. This is the difference between the way men cheat and the way women cheat.
Y'all cheat.
Men cheat down. Women cheat up.
No. Only
that is
women
fact.
cheat to hurt. No.
Women cheat up. Y'all would cheat with anything.
Anything walking.
The only people that say men cheat down is the woman that's getting cheated on.
Facts.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Only person
I
that
have seen it.
I have cheated on my girlfriend before. Not currently. I'm just saying.
With a doctor, a lawyer.
All the way up. Keep going.
All the way up.
Keep going. All the way up.
I want to keep saying
WNBA player. All the way up.
No,
seriously.
Because I feel like if I get caught, I'm good.
But if you ask the girl that he cheated on, she's gonna say
that old ugly girl,
that old raggedy doctor.
Let's be serious. She's Miss Georgia. Let's be serious.
That old raggedy Miss Georgia.
Right.
Right. That's when they come back. Who cares about doctors?
Right. Who cares if she's
Miss Universe, Miss Georgia, Miss
Miss Universe,
Miss America.
But she's not Miss Galaxy.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like if you listen.
We have to have a
let's get back to women cheating though, because women cheat to hurt. Y'all cheat to kill.
Yeah.
Like men cheat because we dumb.
We
cheat because we dumb. We cheat because we're impulsive beings.
Yeah.
You ever been shopping? Y'all look at stuff. Y'all feel the fabric.
Y'all go home online to do the reviews.
They'll be on the phone like, oh, I could get this here for this, or I could get this on Amazon. You know how men shop? I like that. I'm gonna get it.
Get that.
Guess what? We're impulse. We like that car. We're gonna get it, and we're gonna try to get a good deal for it. It's the same way we shop for women. Oh, she's cute.
Y'all shopping for women out here? Where y'all go shop for women?
She got a fatty. She looks smart. Oh, I can get that. Boo, I'm gonna go ahead and go in.
Women make us shop for women.
Women
make y'all.
Wait a minute. Stop down.
Back up, homie.
What does that mean?
Please.
Facts. Speak your truth, brother.
A lot of relationships are transactional, and women don't even realize. Yes, and women don't even realize it. Think about it.
I'm learning so much right now.
Think about it.
Okay.
A lot of women, when you look at a man, you say he has to be successful, has to have a good job, has to have a good credit or whatever. Basically, women, when they looking into a relationship, they looking to secure the bag.
Right.
You know,
security.
They looking for security.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
how men should be.
So
that's how we should be.
And if a doctor comes to you, or if somebody that you know has status or money or supposed to have money, you will give him a chance quicker than you'll give the
regular dude.
The regular
median,
dude.
What you
The
call
marginal
dude.
The marginal
market.
I disagree.
Marginal at best.
I'm being real with you. That's why
You
men
a
lie.
disagree lie.
That's why.
I am not a disagree.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's the first 3 questions you ask a man when you meet him? And that's
Where you from?
What's your
That's trying to
name?
holler at you.
Where
Okay.
you from?
Okay, go ahead. I'm waiting. 3. No, hurry up, because you know it
what
already.
school?
Don't try to. Don't.
What
hurry up.
school did you go to?
Do you live around here?
Why? Because you trying to say you went to Morehouse.
No.
If he has a college education.
No, I'm trying to find common ground.
Okay.
Like this is just a conversation.
What's the last
Because
question?
we do need
Do you have any
conversation
sisters
in
or
order
brothers?
to be attracted
What's that
to
school
someone.
that Lil Romeo ICDC? If he said he went to ICDC college,
You
in the
not
combo
giving him
right
a
there,
chance.
you ain't giving him-
ICDC?
You ain't giving him no
Nah.
more chance.
Shout out one time to the students.
Why did you remember that commercial?
Shout out to all of the people who convinced their parents to move them down to Atlanta to go to online college.
Go to online university.
And there's nothing
Like,
wrong.
where you going to school
I know
in Atlanta?
some very
Phoenix.
successful people who've gone to online school.
No,
No, me
Right.
too. I went to Brigham Young for
Nah,
one
most
summer
definitely.
That's what
online.
I'm
Ain't nothing wrong
saying.
with that. But what I'm saying
so
is you
that
know
would
what
not
I mean.
negate you from being qualified to get the position.
I hear you.
No, okay, not for all, but
No,
the majority
we're not talking
of
about
situations
girl.
out here,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say a woman, if it was 10 women sitting in a room,
Yes.
Y'all be ready.
and y'all talking about, matter of fact, what's a good man to y'all? Define a good man.
Let me hear this.
Okay, so let's get back to what we were talking about. Those 3
okay,
questions. So for me, I'm not trying
What's
to.
your job? What do you do? One of the questions.
Never.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's when you
it
went to
might,
college, though.
it might,
Don't need
it
some
might.
more of
Because
this.
okay, so for me, it's going to be a regular conversation. So
Okay.
we'll get to all those things, but like I'm not trying to move from A to Z. I'm not trying to secure the bag right away. And honestly, for me, when I'm looking for a companionship,
You different, yeah. You.
I am looking for somebody who I can come together with so we can have some future geniuses, right?
Okay.
So I'm looking at what they bring to the table as far as being a person. Like,
Right.
what are you contributing to the world? What are you contributing to the youth? I don't care if you work for.
And how do you
That's your
stimulate
sense
my
of
mind with
security.
No,
conversation?
I don't need nobody to secure me. See, that's the problem. Folks feel like you got to find somebody
I'm not talking
that's
about
going to be
financially.
security.
You're not talking about financially. You got sons, right?
Correct.
So you would rather have a dude that could be a good role model for them, right?
But even before them, I want somebody that can be a good role model for them.
Exactly. That's what
Before
I'm
I
saying.
had children. So the person
No,
that I'm
I
going to
know
be
that.
is somebody that I know I can procreate with, and we're going to have somebody that's going to take
This
us
is
to the
going
next
to a
level.
whole nother,
Nah.
a whole nother.
But
thing.
these are how.
But listen, let me tell you
it
why.
ain't.
No,
it ain't.
this
it
is
ain't.
a compliment to you, and I'm
Okay.
gonna say this because I guarantee you come from a mainly 2-parent household.
Nope. None.
You was raised by your daddy.
My mother.
Okay.
And it wasn't
Seriously.
no
Like I said, it's
No.
not. It's some, but
Oh,
not.
not
It's
at all.
some.
I think most
But
women
they,
are like
but
that.
I was an
all.
adult
Though.
when my mom
think
knew
most
him
women
I
are
think
what?
most
forever, but
women
I
are
was an
like how
adult.
she said. I
Never.
think guys.
Y'all just used to dealing with these
women-
superficial.
No,
Because
no.
you're used to dating
Stop.
dancers
Let's
and
stop.
women of the
Not
sort.
us. Not us.
one time.
Correct.
No, not us.
And tag
Apparently, it was several times.
What's the number one reason for divorce?
I think it's because people don't have patience.
No. Not think.
It's 2 main reasons.
What's
for
the
divorce.
number one
Lack of
reason?
communication.
No, money and communication. That's it. Money
Yeah.
first and communication. You know that. It's
Most
money
of the
first.
time, it's money.
Right.
It's money.
Well, I was
When
married,
one
and it was
person goes
communication
broke,
because I was making super good. Honestly, to be honest with you on that situation, another flaw in relationships with men and women is that oftentimes the man so busy trying to be the man that they can't honor what the woman has brought to the table. So in my situation when I was married, he was great, I was great, we were great separate, right? But he wanted to do certain things to make himself further along or better, whatever, and I encouraged that because he had never had anybody that would encourage that, you know.
Yeah.
And so when he did get to where he wanted to be, you know, And I decided, because I'm a butterfly, I'm a free spirit. So like when I decided to get in the business that I'm in, I said I'm gonna get in this, but I'm gonna save my money because if I'm ready to rock, I'm out. And Parquita can attest to that because
she rocked.
I would leave and cops would bring me back a bunch of different times. We have going away parties and welcome back parties. But that's because I did a good job, but I was just not gonna let anybody drive my career.
Right.
So back to your money and communication, it was just that in that relationship, because it wasn't that we needed money necessarily.
Right.
It was that I decided that I could no longer, I had reached a point that I wasn't willing to walk up in that building anymore. And I had made enough money and saved enough money, so if I wanted to go ahead and be out and sit out for 6 months, my non-compete, I could do that.
Yeah.
But he had a problem with that because he was cut from a different cloth. Like he was more like,
he was trying to be a man's man.
More
yeah,
regulated.
and he wasn't like, for me, when you're like more free
So what
spirited.
you mean he wanted you not to work?
When I told him that I was leaving, I was gonna quit, he was okay with it. But then when I left job, I could tell he had an attitude. So he had a problem with me not working, even though for a long time I was making more than him. And so like my commission, we were just safe, you know. So we just living off my job.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Like I said, it's a situation. It's some, but not all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you're right. It is communication. It is money.
Yeah, and that's what I'm basing it off
Sure.
of. Just
But I would say money over communication, though.
money over communication.
You think so? I think communication over money.
I mean, same thing.
Yeah,
I meant to say that. Communication over money. I meant to say that.
Successfully communicate about the money.
Oh, period.
You can get it.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
the
work
communication.
through it. But for the most part, I'm gonna say
When men
for
go
the most
broke,
part, rap.
But what
Do you
about when
think
the
that's
woman
true
was
for
with
black
you when
men
you was broke?
specifically, though?
If you keep throwing in your face, rap.
But I'm
Do you
not
think
saying
that's
that.
specific to black people? But the reason why
It
I
is,
say
yeah.
that is because
It is.
I think black women, though, understand the struggle of a black man better than
They're
general
not
market would
empathetic. No,
understand
you're
a
supposed to.
white man not having money
I think
would
y'all
like
understand the
devastate a
struggle.
white
Can we
woman.
be
I
real?
think in
Can we
general,
be real?
and I'm
Yeah.
speaking of generalities.
Right.
But I think for black women, we understand that we got to struggle together. We understand this whole life with us together is a struggle.
That's running real slim though,
Yeah.
because a lot of women are. It's being shown now that women are, which they always been, but it's being shown now that women are more educated, making more money and all of that
Smarter
stuff.
than
So.
And we don't want to accept that.
Women are smarter than men. Like
It's
naturally,
two different
you know what I'm
things.
saying?
It's two different things that go on. Black women,
Yeah.
okay, are incredible creatures,
Yes.
right? Meaning y'all are the most
Shout out to
educated.
black women.
Shout out to black women.
One time for black women.
International Women's Day. Yes.
And national for the women that don't have passports.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Fact,
Black
that's a whole
women
nother conversation, but yeah.
Get your passport.
And Miami is not traveling, okay? Let's just get that clear.
Get your passports.
Back to so like black women, okay, extremely intelligent creatures,
Yes.
right? Can
But dumb as heck. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
The most educated in America right now.
Most educated people in America right now, right? They can multitask.
Yes.
Right? And that's a hard thing. It's a great thing to do in business and in relationships. Y'all can multitask, right?
Right.
But some of the most unempathetic and sympathetic beings in the world when it comes to the black man. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
No,
let me explain.
I
let
wanna
me
hear you.
explain.
Go ahead. I want you to have your voice.
I'll be empathetic to my
Let him talk.
All right, so this is
Speak
what
on
I'm
it,
gonna
Rick.
say.
Speak
Some
on
but
it.
not all.
Some but
not all.
And there's always an exception to the rule, but I'm gonna say for the majority. And this
Okay.
is why. Because I hear a lot of black women say, we understand the struggle of a black man.
Yes.
Okay.
We will be with the black man and help build him up. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But they never take the time to say, what is the struggle for the black man? Because if I ask you what is the struggle for the black man, you give me an answer and I guarantee it's not what I'm thinking.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's the communication part that we lacking.
Right. And what the black man lacks for a woman, a black woman, is we don't understand that if you give her that respect, because she hasn't gotten it.
Yes.
Y'all, you know why y'all are so great at what y'all do? Because you trying to prove everybody else wrong.
Well, yeah.
You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
That's deep.
Like y'all
Yeah.
go to school and you want to outbeat everybody in that class.
you gotta
'cause
work harder.
prove them wrong.
Yes.
You
Right.
understand?
Right.
So once you hit your level, you like, oh, you gotta respect this. I'm gonna curse right now because it's real. You gotta respect this shit I done put in, right?
One time for respect this shit.
You gotta respect it, right? And then what happens is you take
some respect on my
a personality. If you had to respect this,
So egotistically,
right?
Yeah.
But you got a person that you think I'm gonna bring you up, but you take the attitude of I'm gonna bring you up, and then you say I understand your struggle, but you're not asking them what the struggle is. And that's where it lasts. I mean, I hear you, but
no, we want him to speak his truth.
Even deeper than that.
So the young lady,
we want to hear the truth.
The young lady I'm dating right now.
Yes.
This is what we had problems in the beginning.
Okay.
She was so busy trying to prove to me that she should be respecting when she speaks, that she would be disrespectful to me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can explain. So if I say, so I'm trying to give a good little example. So if it's something even as simple as trying to get something fixed, right?
Yes.
So she like, oh, I was finna do this. I was like, maybe you should do like this. Oh yeah, hey, hold on now. I respect exactly what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying to add this to it.
Yeah.
She's so used to people not respecting her, or so used to fighting, that you can't hear what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So caught up you caught up in your own thing. You understand when a man is coming to you with respect. Mm-hmm. It's like, I think even me and you had got into it one time. I was like, I got exactly what you're saying. Like, I'm not trying to come at you no type of way. I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, because you probably used to dealing with maybe even personalities with egos.
We talking about when we was on the phone that time?
I think so.
That was a whole different situation.
I know, but I'm just saying.
We're not going to go back to that.
But I could just understand where she was coming from.
Right.
Like she's a strong, independent black woman. Yeah. That is the most dangerous thing in America when it comes to a relationship with black men. Because sometimes y'all don't understand when to drop the independent part to say that, hey, I don't need you, but it's great to have you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sure.
And that attitude goes a long way.
Yeah, no.
So I think,
agree with that.
I think a lot of women want to be at that point, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that we have, and I appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your speaking your truth, because that is your truth. Absolutely. And I don't mean that.
Absolutely wrong.
She just Dale King's your truth now.
Your truth.
That is your truth. Robert. No.
I just don't believe him.
No, but what I want to say though,
We're not with the
seriously, black
chicks
women, I think that we're all broken people,
Right, and
we're so broken,
right? Exactly,
and it's a remnant it is so deep, and it's so historic, right? It goes back to the remnants of slavery.
Right. That's why
that's what I was saying.
We
That's why
don't
only
know
half
how to
white
have
girls.
relationships,
Right.
And I hear you when you say, because I had the same situation I was engaged for 10 years to somebody who died a very painful, agonizing, painful death.
She lying. Go on.
She killed
It was horrible.
She lying.
And it was so painful.
You did it?
I'm sorry.
Shot at the club right
Shut
now.
up.
He on tour.
R.I.P.
He already DJing right now.
We ain't got to say all that.
We get too close.
R.I.P. But anyway, back to it. Back to the living.
Back to the living.
But seriously.
Oh Lord.
But seriously, it goes back to slavery, right? So my ex, before he died, he would say things. I had an opinion on something. Mm-hmm. He might have had an opinion on something. Now, these are just two opinions. Mm-hmm. I have to make the decision. The decision affects my life. Mm-hmm. And so I always took his opinion into consideration before I made that decision. Mm-hmm. But if I didn't always go, and sometimes I went with his decision, sometimes I didn't.
Yeah.
If I didn't, he took it very personal, like I'm disrespecting him as a black man.
As a man.
Did you ask him? Did you ask him first and then did something else?
Yeah, I wanted to know his, but it was part of the consideration process. It
was in the consideration sense.
It was in the consideration sense.
I know she hit him with the honey. What do you think? Okay, yeah. So we going this way.
Immediately.
In those situations, you might as well just do it.
You got it.
Apologize.
No. Because here's the thing. That's why I'm saying we're so broken, because our communication is everything is so hypersensitive with us, and it's like you're not giving, like, women. One of the things I wanted to share with you while you were talking is that I think African American women feel like, yes, we're going to get this education, we're going to do it, not to outshine the other person.
But
a personal accomplishment. But I think we do it actually because we know that we've been given a lot more opportunities than our brothers, and we have to do it for our family.
Exactly.
We don't do it for us.
But that's part of the broken part too.
It is.
I feel like that's
it is,
and we know that, and so we have to work harder to make sure sure our family has more.
I think
if you're
that
going to
was
open the door that much, we're going to kick that, in to help make sure everybody is fed. And if I get 60% of this pie and you only get 40%, that's still 100%.
But they trip on that. They don't be happy with that.
I think that was the first 100 women.
I'll take the 40.
I think that was the first 100 women in that movement. And that's
We
it.
need more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was the first 100
We
women
need
in
more
that.
like
Because
to this
now-
point what he just said.
Because you're right. Initially, I think it was supposed to be like the woman is like, you know what? Let me step up and see what I can do too to add to it.
Right.
But I think as the power started to,
The paradigm shift.
shifted to where now women have the ego problems. Women are looking at men like,
I don't need you.
yeah, like
Really?
there are
feel it.
the media
Really?
is going around saying that men are disposable at this point.
Black men.
Really?
Black men. There's no need
You
for
don't
black
hear.
men.
Wait, can
I've never heard
I ain't never heard
Let
that.
me tell you.
I ain't even
want
gonna say Google it, but
let's
it's out there.
Let me tell you how it
Was
was
that written
portrayed.
by a black woman?
It portrayed by like
It's-
I don't know
it's
who's
a
right.
white man.
I know it's out there, and it's you don't see. You hear the small little bit of stories, right? Of white men infidelity, white men not being absentee fathers. You don't hear that on a broad scale for them like they hear for us. You hear about the black woman being cheated on. You hear about the black woman being left out. You hear about the black woman being neglected with the
You don't
family
hear none
structure
of that
from the
about
black men.
no other-
But you know what you get the emphasis on?
What's that?
On it's a good white man out there for a black woman. And if it's reverse,
Right.
we the devil.
Y'all be killing me with that. Okay,
real,
here we
though.
go. Hold on.
Serena Williams.
Drop
No,
no, y'all kill me with that.
Hey,
Y'all have
Serena
been
gave y'all
convinced
the
that-
little
She
princess.
said when she was dating Drake, she lost.
That's what I'm saying. Black
she ain't got time
men
for that no more.
have been dating
Yeah, but
black
that's what I'm
women.
saying. It
I'm sorry,
shouldn't be-
black men have been dating white women forever. Successful
But they were just
black
sneaking
And
men.
they
were just
still
sneaking
haven't learned
They
the
were just
lesson.
sneaking it.
Right.
They were just sneaking it.
No, that's
We
not
couldn't
true.
do
They're
that.
marrying
No,
that
we
and they're
couldn't.
sneaking us.
We
No,
couldn't.
listen.
We couldn't deal with a white
Let's
woman.
get this. Let's get this.
But
Listen,
as soon as you could,
Yeah,
y'all
you
been
were
on
like,
the
I'm
podcast.
getting all I can.
That was after the kids. That was
and
after the
that's-
mixed kids.
Becky
That's
with the
just-
good.
just
Shout out
like
to Becky with the
education.
good hair.
That was
That's
after
just
the
like
Becky with the good
education.
hair.
Black women wasn't allowed to go to school, to be able to read,
Nope.
to be able to own business, to
Nope.
be able to do anything that white. You know what the power.
What they gotta do with y'all
paradigm
dating
is
white girls?
in America? It's white man, black woman, black man.
Wait, what now?
The black man is the
It's
last person on the
white
totem pole.
man,
Yeah.
black woman.
No.
I swear to God, it is.
It's
This-
white
Black
man,
white man,
white woman.
Go look.
Black
woman, black
Go look
man.
at elected officials on our
No,
government. Go look at management. I'm telling you, white men. I'm gonna say this if people know it, if they want to admit it. White men trust black women in power positions more than they trust white women.
Oh,
or
yeah,
black
They
men.
should.
That's
We're
true.
smarter.
But
Yeah,
no.
That's
That's
because
what
we
I'm
are
saying.
That has
smart.
nothing to
That's
do
the
with being
power-
smart.
I'm just joking, by the way,
It
because
has
I'm gonna get in trouble
nothing-
for that comment.
Let me give
You
y'all
will
a
get
prime
trouble.
example. Let's give y'all a prime
It's
example.
control, basically.
If Hillary Clinton and Michelle Obama was running for president,
Oh Lord, that ain't even no
Yeah,
good
no, that's not
comparison.
even saying.
who would get elected?
Michelle,
more?
come
Exactly.
on.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling
But
you.
that's
She ain't
one
even ran.
specific black woman. That's not all black women. You think Maxine Waters would be elected over Hillary Clinton?
I do.
Do you
No.
really? I don't think so. Not,
Maybe at
not
this
in
point.
this
She'll
have a
America.
fight.
I think she'll have a
I
fight
think
chance.
not
It
saying that
says a
she's
lot.
not
It wouldn't
worthy.
be a
She's
landslide.
absolutely
That says a lot.
worthy.
That's true.
It
She's
wouldn't be a
absolutely
landslide.
worthy.
Yeah.
But I'm
Says a lot.
saying I just don't think so. I think there are certain. We have to be so exceptional.
Right.
You know what I
like
mean?
But
Michelle
y'all- but it's
Obama.
not
Like Michelle
enough.
Obama.
Right.
It's not
listen,
enough,
yeah,
though.
listen,
That's what I'm trying. That's
y'all,
the thing.
y'all
It's not
have to
enough
be,
of
y'all
that.
had to be so exceptional, but y'all can pull it off.
We are because we
But,
are.
but
That's what I'm
Barack
telling
is
you.
just as exceptional.
But he's half white.
What does that have to
It
do
has to
with
do with a lot.
everything.
It has to do with a lot.
I don't think so.
Well, now, Parquita.
If
I
Barack
don't
was
look at
Wesley
Barack
Snipes'
now
complexion,
as halfway.
it wouldn't
Well,
have
you
happened.
know how I
Honey, let me
feel
tell you
about it.
something.
Ah, you know what?
It could only be Barack as the president.
You know what?
It could only be
No.
as the first black president.
For real.
Forget
Yeah.
that
It
he
couldn't
was-
be no regular.
Forget that he was
Regular black guy.
Black guy.
He was
Jesse
half
almost
white.
did it.
Jesse, please.
Listen.
But Jesse
didn't make it out the electoral.
Jesse
Run,
almost
Jesse,
did it.
run.
Jesse didn't even make it out
Forget
the
that
starting
Obama. Forget that Obama was the
Well,
first.
Shirley came first.
He wasn't
Nobody
even-
was voting for Shirley Chisholm back in the day.
Right.
So let us be very clear. She was the
That was-
first
she was-
black
Y'all gotta
She
keep-
just put her hat in the ring.
Y'all got to keep in mind,
So-
Obama is not a descendant of slaves.
But
I agree
Obama
with
is
that.
the Steph Curry of
Yes.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, I understand.
His father's from Africa.
East
Maybe.
Africa.
His mom is white.
East Africa, not West
Maybe.
Africa.
Maybe.
And his
You're
mom
right.
is white. And guess
Maybe.
what?
Where he from?
And they never put pictures up of his
Go on
mom.
with the rest
What
of
do you
your
think?
story.
I'm just saying.
You're
I ain't
right.
never heard
Go
nothing
ahead.
else.
That's
before.
gonna be a whole nother.
She just want to see his passport.
Wait,
Don't
wait,
take
That's
nothing.
another conversation.
Oh, you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. Don't get it twisted now, honey.
Let me get refocused. The
Okay.
reason I was making that comparison
come on.
is
Yes.
because
Bring
it
it
was a
home.
lack of communication between why the power as a black woman isn't empathetic to the black man's situation because y'all don't ask. I've never been asked.
Ask what?
Ask.
How you
Just
feel?
ask how I feel.
How you doing?
Because
How do you feel?
how I feel
How you
doesn't
feel?
matter.
How do you feel?
Right now?
Yeah, it matters.
I feel
Sure.
fine. Right
no,
now.
but
No.
if,
No,
I'm
if your girl was to
tell
ask you that, what's your
No, I
answer?
told her to ask.
What is the
Okay,
problem?
so what was the
That's
answer?
That's the
I'm sorry, 'cause-
problem.
And this is
No, I get
what
it.
I,
It
this
is
is what I
black
teach my
men.
daughters.
Okay.
This is what I teach my daughters because I say you're going to be subconsciously taught to not care about how he feels.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all about how
You
you
got
feel.
yeah. It's about how you. What's gonna matter is how you feel, and we're supposed to be taught that he's not supposed to really have feelings.
True.
He's
Okay.
supposed to have a reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
And then which gives you
The power.
the power to have a reaction to things. So what I tell my daughters is, ask me how I feel about certain things and how I think. Because I tell them this is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
This is what I feel.
I got
but
you.
this is how I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
I'm usually not gonna move on the feeling, but I gotta let you know what's going on. Because like the lady I talk to now, if something's going on, I say, hey, look, I'm upset about this situation, but this is what I want to do.
Right.
Right?
I just
Or I
wanna
say,
turn the table over.
I say, look, I don't even feel like talking to you right now because what you said just irritated me.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. But as logically, I need to have this conversation with you.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
to answer y'all's question about how I feel as a man, what I say was sometimes you don't ask about the struggle.
Yeah.
How I feel every day is that everybody's looking at me like I'm a criminal. That builds up a complex. That builds up
Yeah.
PTSD. How I look at me, everybody looks at me today like no matter what I do,
Yeah.
you still looking at me like I'm doing some
Possibility
BS.
of a criminal. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. And now I feel like every time I walk outside of my comfort zone, like if I'm at work, I know all of y'all know what I do.
Sure.
As soon as I walk outside that
And
building,
I really don't
Yeah.
trust you personally.
I wouldn't either. But I was like, I don't even know you today. All right, so look, so just to kind of wrap into what I'm saying is,
Yes.
if I walk outside of my comfort zone
Yes.
from my job
Uh-huh.
to my house, I'm gonna be passing about a bunch of people that feel like I ain't worth nothing.
Okay.
That I'm just a common criminal. So when I get into the house, the first thing I want to do is feel comforted.
Okay.
And you might be coming at me a different way than how I need to feel. Now, how you feel, I'm taking into consideration because I asked you, hey, what's wrong? How you feel today? Do I get the same? A lot of situation, I think a lot of people don't put that into consideration. I mean, women to men. You
Okay.
feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand that. And when you got sons,
Yeah.
you gotta understand that as they get older.
Yeah.
Because in the classroom, the teacher's gonna make them feel like that. All the way up, out of the comfort zone of coaches, the classroom, their jobs, anything that's gonna make them feel like criminals. So you gotta take that into consideration and tell them like, hey, I know what you're dealing with, but you are not a bad guy.
True.
Because it'll weigh down on you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
And
think we should just end on that
I
one
do
because
too.
I don't think that there's anything that we need to come back behind
From
that.
that, yeah.
and say because that's very honest and very authentic.
Yes.
That is very real, and we thank you for that. And we want you to know as women, we do support you. We love you. We value you. We appreciate you. I'm still gonna have my purse when I see you.
And we
No,
do care about how you
we do
feel.
care about
And we
how you
care
feel.
about how, I think, we do care about how our black men feel.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, we're not all getting a bad rap.
Let's just show it more. you
Yeah.
know?
Let's
Let's stop
love on
holding.
each
So what we need to
Let's
do,
stop-
so
stop
this is
holding
something that we can
back.
do, is that when from this day forward, when we move in relationships and when we're having those initial conversations like you were talking about, like these are some of the things that should come out early enough
Yes.
so that we can try to move past that and heal that. Because like you say, it's PSD. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we've been
PTSD, yeah.
PTSD, right?
And
We've
women
been
check
dealing
y'all
like that.
girls too.
Yes.
Like literally.
Adam
Like
Rose.
if,
Speaking of girls,
if you see your women doing something wrong, you make
Yeah.
sure y'all say, hey, you know, that ain't the right way or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
And we need from you, men. We need you to be that man for us. We need you.
go ahead.
But we also need you to be our protectors too.
Right.
You know,
We need
the
more of that.
providing part I think we got.
Yeah,
You know what I
y'all
mean?
got all the money.
No, I'm not saying we got that. I'm
No.
just saying together.
We got it.
We got it.
Right.
No,
We're a
I
team.
agree.
Yeah.
But the protection part, I think that sometimes that lacks.
We need to get that back, and we need to stop
Yes.
feminizing our young black men. That's a
Oh,
whole nother thing.
Lord.
That's a whole nother
we gonna
topic
get into
for
that.
another
Stop
time.
letting these little boys
Yeah.
color their hair and wear
And wear
girls' pants.
dresses and all
And them
of
tight
that.
pants.
Come on, man. We didn't know. They know that's. All right.
We're gonna bring you back to talk
But they
about
have
that.
rights.
Back on that
But they have their own rights.
Right.
No, honey.
On that note.
Well, thank
All right.
you so much.
Thank you, guys.
This
Thank
is
you
wonderful.
to
This is delicious
I'm
too,
taking
by the
some
way.
On the Rocks Premium Cocktails.
Yep.
Thank y'all for
We're gonna
that.
take
Shout out to my
Mai
Dallas
Tai.
squad.
Yeah.
All right, so we know y'all
Got
trying
my
to get to the concert, so we're gonna let
Steve
y'all
and all
ride.
y'all appreciate
Concert's
it.
over,
Is
man.
it over?
Ain't no
Aw,
more.
boo. We're not gonna make it either,
We
obviously.
appreciate y'all. Like
This was great.
This is actually dope platform. Like I like what y'all got going on here.
Thank you.
Smart women.
Thank you.
We would love for you to come back another
Please.
day.
We coming back.
Yeah, we enjoyed y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
guys.
Bye, sunshines.
Bye,
Bye,
sunshine.
sunshines.